Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a first impression and review of the Laroc 88 Eyeshadow Beginner's Palette. So today basically what I'm going to be showing you is how it arrived. I'll be showing you what the colours look like. I'll be doing some swatches to show you how they look on the skin, and I'll also be doing an eye look today to show you how they apply on the eye, and just generally my all-round thoughts. So as you can tell, I've pretty much done all my makeup except for my eyeshadow. I've primed so that we're ready to rock and roll. So I'm just going to go and tie my hair up. Okay, so hair's all tied up, ready for when we come to apply the eyeshadow. But first, let's show you how this arrived. So this is what it looks like right here. It came in this black cardboard box. Obviously just a very sleek box, and all your info is on the back, and plus how long this palette will last for. So you're getting a good amount of time with this eyeshadow palette. This is a 24 month, so that's quite good. Let me just open this up for you. So everything came bubble wrapped, as you can clearly see, and when you take it out of the bubble wrap, this is what we get here. So it is just a sleek black plastic case, obviously with the brand name on the front, and again on the back is your ingredients and how long your palette will last for. One thing I will say about this palette, if you're planning on traveling anywhere, it's definitely not going to be the palette for you because it is quite a large palette. So yeah, that would be something to take into consideration if you were buying this palette for that purpose. Is traveling maybe not so good. So let's just open this bad boy up and show you what you get inside. So this is the array of colours you're getting here. This is, let me just take that film off. These are the colours you're getting. This is the natural palette that I picked up. Now, this was off the Just My Look website, which I will link below for you. And if I remember right, it was between $6.99 and $7.99. But again, I'll link all that information in the description box below, and obviously link the website address so you can go and have a look yourself. So they've got about 3 of these palettes. They've obviously got your brights, your naturals and whatnot, and they also have brushes from Laroc, and they've got contour kit from Laroc. Now I picked up this palette and I also got the contour kit and brushes, all for a certain price. I think it was about $13.76. But yeah, as you can see, you're getting really nice colours here. You're getting everything from your blacks, greys, you're even getting this really nice turquoise colour right here. Obviously your ivories and your more like neutrals, i.e. like your taupes, creams, ivories. You've obviously got like chocolatey browns and olivey greens. You've got a really nice pop of colour here with this pink. And then again, you're going into more neutrals, more creams and peachy colours right here. Even your rosy peachy colours here. Then your purpley mauves down here. And then again, another nice pop of colour with this purple right here. And obviously again, chocolate browns. And again, ivories, creams and whatnot down in the corner there. You also get a nice mirror with this, which is just down here. So this is, let me just hide my face for a second. So this is the mirror you're getting, plus you're getting 2 foam applicators, which you all know what is happening with those. Bye-bye. So yeah, the mirror is quite a size. It's quite a decent size. So yeah, you could definitely apply your makeup using this mirror. What I did notice when this arrived is obviously the eyeshadow pans are quite small. But again, for the price you're paying, that is not an issue whatsoever. You could get away with creating many different looks with this palette. You can go for your natural daytime everyday look. You can go for your really glam evening look. It is really up to you how you play about with these colours. The colours that I see here, I mean, they're beautiful colours. And we're coming into summertime here, so there's a lot of colours here that I would use, like your pinks, your purples, and even that really nice turquoise colour I would use for the summer. So what I'm going to do next is swatch a few of these for you so that you can see what they look like, and we'll check out the pigmentation just to see if that's on point or not. So I'm definitely going to go for the turquoisey colour here. I'm going to swatch this one, and I'm also going to swatch this really nice pinky colour here, and then I'll do a couple of your neutrals and greys. What I will say is the majority of this palette is the majority of matte colours. You do have your pops of shimmer, but I would say this is more matte rather than shimmery. But again, that's not a major issue, because if you're anything like me, I like to, when I'm doing an eyeshadow look, I tend to just pick and choose from different palettes, so I'm not really restricting myself to one palette. So again, not an issue. So let's delve in here. So that's what you're getting with the turquoisey colour. I thought I would have gotten more pigmentation from there from the look of it. That's what I'm getting on my finger. So let's just do a swatch here of that colour. The pigment's just not there, is it? Not really pigmented at all for a swatch, which is quite... I'll go in again and just... So that's rubbing my finger twice in the pan, and that's all the pigmentation you're really picking up there. Let's go for the pinky colour. We'll use a different finger for that. I don't know if it is just because obviously the pans are quite small, so maybe getting my finger in there is tricky, but this is what the pink one looks like on the finger. So again, we'll just go right in at the back of this turquoisey colour. Again, not the best payoff you're getting, to be honest. It's not the most pigmented palette I own so far. I'm not ruling it out yet. Could just be that the finger swatches are not so good. I'm going to go for a shimmery colour here, which is like a peachy colour. Looks very nice on the finger. So this is this one right here. So again, we're just going to go in and again, not the greatest pigment, but hopefully when we start applying to the eye, these will perk up a little, especially because I've got primer on my eye. I'm hoping this will pick it up much better. But if you're looking for obviously a not so bold look and you're not looking for anything that's too in your face, this palette would probably be great for you. But at the moment, I'm not overly impressed with the pigment that I'm getting with the finger swatches. What I might do for you guys actually right now is do like a brush swatch as well, just in case it's the finger rather than the eyeshadow itself. Okay, so I'm taking my blending brush from Avon and I'm just going to go in with the same colours that I swatched with my finger so we can see how they play out with the brush. So obviously I'm going to be using this turquoise colour here, I'm using the pink colour here, and then swatching that peach colour right there. So just to show you guys I am doing this, I'm going to just show you, I'm going in and swirling my brush right in the eyeshadow pan, and we'll see what we get out there. So that's what I've picked up on my brush, and then we'll do that swatch under here. Where is it? It's just not there. Okay, I'm going to go in with the pink, and again, just to show you guys that I'm not playing around here, I am rubbing that in the eyeshadow pan right there. There's what I've got on my brush. And I'm just going to go in it's basically just blending away, but that could just be me. What I'm going to do for you now, guys, is just swatch the last one with the brush, which was the really peachy shimmer one. So again, I'm just going to show you guys that I'm actually going in the pan and I'm swirling about right there. And that's what I'm getting on my brush. And then we'll go in and I won't rub so much just to see. It's just, the pigment's just not there, it's just not doing it. So the next thing for me to do is create an eye look with this palette, and we'll see if it works better on the eye rather than just swatching with a finger or brush. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm going to go in the crease with just a really light base. I think I'm going to go for a more peachy base. So I'm going to go in with this one right here. So I'm just going to take my brush, and as you can see, I'm rubbing it all in there. I'm just going to tap off. There's a little bit of fallout from these eyeshadows, but nothing major, nothing that would worry me. And I'm just going to start applying that in the crease. What I will say is they do apply nice to the eye. There's no fallout when you're applying to the eye, which is a bonus. Okay, so that's me got that base there. You could just make it out. You can see that there is colour there. It's not the best, but this is just a transition colour, so we'll see how we go with the rest. So I'm going to go in with this colour right here, which is more of like your orangey gold. And again, I'm just using my blending brush for this procedure. And we're just going to go in and build that bit up right here. I can actually see these colours far better when they're on the eye rather than swatches, so that's quite good. Yeah, these are more visible when they're on the eye, but obviously I haven't blended them out overly much yet, so we'll see when we come to blending them together if they still last. Okay, so I've just placed a bit of the darker orange on the outer corner there, so what I'm going to do is just blend that in with a fluffier brush, which is my Real Techniques brush right here, and I'm just going to blend that out a little. They do blend well, I have to say, and so far the colour is still there on my eye, which is good. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to just use a very light shimmer just for the middle of my eyelid, just for a little bit of colour, and then I'm going to go with a deeper colour just for the outer corners. So I'm just going to go in with this lighter colour up here. This is more just of a cream base. I'm just using a really fluffy brush and just going to dab that in the centre here. What I will say right off the bat, the lighter colour there, you barely see it on my eye. I'm just going to pop a little on this one. And I may have to build that up to something else. Although, it's not overly bad, but it's not the best either. I'm just going to continue with this colour and just to put another layer on. Okay, so I've applied that to the colour and you can see it. I wouldn't say it's the best colour that I've had. I've probably had better ivory colours than that one, but it does go on the skin. I wouldn't say it's the most pigmented colour in the world because it's not. I'd be lying to you if I said it was, but it's there, so we're going to work with it. So the next thing is I'm just going to blend that out a little bit and bring in the colour that I've already got on the outer corner and just smoke it out a little. Just very light circular motions and just blending the two together so everything looks seamless. Now, I don't proclaim to be any sort of makeup artist. I don't know everything about makeup. I just like makeup, I love makeup, and I like applying it, and this is how I would apply mine. It's not necessarily the right way, and it's not necessarily the wrong way. It's just how I apply. Okay, so now that we've got that, what I want to do is go in with a really deep, rich pop of colour, just to set off the outer corner. So I think actually what I'm going to do is just go in with this quite a deep, rich, plummy colour right here, and I'm just applying that to the corners of my eyes and no more. So for that, I'm using this sort of style brush. It's just a rounded tip brush, and I really like it for just being able to place the colour where you want before blending. So I'm just delving into the colour, as you can see, loading my brush, and then tap off. So just creating a V is basically all I'm doing. I'm just placing the colour into the V and then we'll blend later. Okay, so I've placed that colour where I want it. I don't know if you guys can see just that dark plum colour, but it is there. Again, I'm just going to use my fluffy brush and blend all that out. What I'm going to do is use the plummy colour under my waterline as well. with a little of the darker orange that we already had on prior to the plum colour, and then we'll smoke all that out. So what I've already done is just applied a little of the darker orange under the waterline. Now I'm going back in there with the purple colour that we had, and I'm just going to apply that. I'm actually using the mirror from this palette as well, just so I can get a bit closer. And then using my fluffy brush, I'm just going to smoke that. So that's what we've got so far. I don't know how well you're picking this up on camera, guys. It's looking not bad. I'm creating more of just something that I could wear during the day, but just with a little depth to it and a little richness. The colours have applied not bad on the eye. You can see them for sure. The purple colour that I put on the outer corner has blended out to pretty much nothing. It's still there, but it's just not as pigmented as when it went on. So that's a downfall for me, because if you're blending, I like to blend and make everything look seamless. And although the seamless part is happening, it's happening to the point I'm losing some of the eyeshadow. So that's a bit of a downfall for me. And as well as the pigment isn't the best it probably could be, but it definitely is there, as you can see. But I would say this palette is definitely for someone who just likes that really low-key, natural look. If you're looking to really glam it up, I'm not sure this would be the palette for you. So again, if this palette works for you, that is amazing. I'm not bashing the palette at all, because for the money, it is applying to my eye and it's there. Will I use it all the time? Maybe not all the time, but I definitely will reach for it now and again. So basically what I'm going to do now is, I think just because the plum has kind of disappeared in the corner of my eye, I'm going to go in with this colour right here and just top it with this bright pink, just to see how we go with that pop of colour. So again, I'm just going in with my round tip brush and I'm just going to swirl around. And then I'm just going to go in. Again, just on the V of my eye. I have to say that colour is lovely when applied, which is this one right here. So this is more like of a reddy purple. That's applied really, really nice. It looks lovely on the eye. So I'm just hoping that when it comes to smoking this out, that colour lasts. And then before I do smoke everything out, I'm just going to apply a little bit of that pink. Again, just on the top here, bringing it into the crease. And again, doing the same on the other eye. So as you guys can see, that colour is beautiful. It really is there, the pigment's there. So now the truth is in the pudding when I come to blend this out. Okay guys, so that colour has stayed. It is better than the darker plums. So this one here wasn't quite as pigmented, and when you tried to blend it disappeared, whereas if you use this one and the brighter pink here, these colours are lasting a lot better. I'm enjoying the look that I've created here, this nice warm rich look. Like I said, for me is the pigment there, not compared to some of the other palettes I have. I'm not bashing Laroc because I have a couple of their palettes. I'm just stating what I'm seeing for myself. If it works for you guys, that is amazing. I'm really happy that it's worked for you. And I definitely will continue to use the palette. I don't think it's something that I would reach for every day, but I definitely will go in there and use it for certain colours. So now basically all that's left for me to do at the moment is go and apply eyeliner and a little mascara, and I will be back with you to show you the finished look. Okay guys, so that is a little bit of eyeliner applied. I didn't go too major with it because I wanted to keep this look simple. And I've just applied one coat of mascara again just to keep things simple. So the eyeliner I used was from Avon. It's a glimmer stick and it's in the shade Starry Night, which is more of a navy blue. But yeah, I am liking the look I've created. Like I said, this is excellent for any daytime look, whether it be just a day out with the kids or if you're going to your work and you can't have anything too major. This is definitely a lovely, lovely look. I'm just going to bring you guys a little bit closer so you guys can see. Okay, so this is what we've got going on in the eye at the moment. I don't know if you guys can see. I hope you can. But I think what's been created is really nice. So let's just recap. Like I said, you're getting 88 eyeshadows and the cost is roughly $6.99, $7.99 and about there. For me, they weren't as pigmented as I thought they were going to be. Although what I will say is they are very smooth to touch. They go on the eye really well. They do blend out really well. There's certain colours that I use today that blend out just a little too well. Obviously, there's some colours that work really well. So it's just a hit or a miss with this palette, but again, for the price you're paying, you really can't complain, to be honest. And it is a palette I will continue to use. Will it be my everyday palette? Probably not. Compared to some of the other palettes I've got, for instance, my Makeup Revolution palettes, even my Sleep palettes, this is probably not as pigmented as them. But again, you can see clearly today, the colours that I have worked with are on the eye, they've blended out, and they've created a nice, natural, glowy look. So this is the Laroc 88 Eyeshadow Beginner Palette. Do I regret buying it? No, I don't, because I do like some of the colours that I've used today, and like I said, I probably will use them again. It won't be something that I'll reach for all the time. So that is my thoughts on it, guys. What are yours? Did you like the colours that you've seen today, or were you a little, shocked about the pigment? Let me know in the comment box below. But if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, because that would help me out a heap. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already, because again, that'll help me out a ton. But until the next video, guys, we'll see you soon. Take care.